Till I got this shit right. So, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Um, you never dug me before. I am Big Pontiac, the Time Walker. And this is my weekly picks. Gosh, I should have turned on my computer, but I got it right here. I think this is still week 14. Let me see. Yeah, this is week 14, so I can follow along either way. All right. So tonight's game between the Packers and the Lions, I'm kind of like right now thinking about that. I'm kind of up in the air with it with the Packers and Lions. I'm kind of not sure. Um, Lions haven't been playing well, but will they keep playing bad? I doubt it. I think they will win tonight. And so I'm going to go with the Lions for tonight. I don't know. The Packers have been playing well. Seems like, it's a downward spiral for the Lions. After the season they had last year, it's a downhill spiral. As I've said many times over the years, the Lions will never win a Super Bowl. They'll never let them win a Super Bowl. The Lions, Titans, Cardinals, trying to think, Lions, Titans, Cardinals, Jags, Panthers. What's the other team? But those five teams will never win a Super Bowl, especially the Lions. And I meant to grab my NFL history, book of NFL history. Let me see if I can see it right here. Oh. Oh, here it is. This book is called the first 50 years of the NFL. The 50 years, when 50 years hit, I had this book. This is one I end up ordering because I lost my first book. But this has a great history of the NFL. And I wanted to turn to, all right. So it goes into the oldest teams. In the beginning, we had the Cleveland Indians, Muncie Flyers, Akron Stags, maybe. Chicago Cardinals began in 1920. Now, the Detroit Lions was in 20, 21, 25, 26, and 28. And I think the modern Detroit Lions are from 1928, if I'm looking at this right. Chicago, Detroit Lions, yeah, 1928. So they started as 21. They 23, 24 looks like, and then 25 and 26. Then looks like they took another hiatus and came into 28. And this is just basically the page. This is basically the page of the years and how the teams came into existence. Again, the older teams, like the beginning teams were Evansville Crimson Giants, 20 to 22. Rochester Jeffersons, 21 to 25. Louisville Colonels, 22-23. And Toledo Maroons. And then 1925, we see the New York Giants. Cleveland Rams started in 27 to 31. Again, the Rams came out of Cleveland, if you didn't know. And so Hartford Blues, Racine Legions, Providence Steamrollers, Minnesota Mariners, St. Louis Browns, Los Angeles Buccaneers, Pottsville Maroons, which did win a world championship. I forget what, I'd have to look up what year, but Pottsville Maroons did win a world championship. We had the Milwaukee Badgers, Kenosha Maroons. We had the Boston Braves, Kansas City Cowboys, Duluth Eskimos. Now, maybe I can find this picture of Ernie Nevers. I think there's a picture of him in here. And I found where you can get this sweater. Where's Ernie Nevers at? Now, if you didn't know, this is Lambeau Stadium. That's Curly Lambeau. And that's who started the Acme Packers, is how it started. And this is Ernie Nevers. Now, I think in 1 year they played close to 100 games. I have to find that again, but close to 100 games. And you can get this sweater. You can get this sweater. So, but I just don't think they'll ever let Detroit win. I don't think they will. I saw somebody made a comment. They're falling off a little. Oh, okay. Let me see. Somebody did make a comment. Probably should have threw it up there. Me. Oops. Go back. Turn this off. And is doing great this year, but we need another PG like point guard like Maxey. You know, it was a lot of trade talks, you know, off and on who's going to go where and who's, you know, going to be on what team. So, well, like Conley is too old. Devontae, whatever his name is, the dude from UConn or no Villanova, he's not a true point guard. He's kind of really a 2-3. You know, really in college he played more like a 3-guard rotation. That's where it seems like he's most comfortable in a 3-guard rotation more than playing point guard what they have him now. Conley is Dillingham. I don't know if we can wait for Dillingham, but Conley is just too old and not quick enough anymore. He's more of a spot up. He can run the offense, but he's not breaking anybody down. And so I don't know if they can bring in somebody that can, and it's not to be a point guard, but to really break people down. You know, and I don't know if Conley can really do that. Conley can't do that anymore. So I don't know who they can break in. They don't have anybody on the bench that can do that. They don't really have anybody on the bench that can break people down like that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the what's going to be the ticket for them. Not really sure this year what's going to sell them this year. And one thing interested is the Viking tickets. I mean, the Viking tickets have fallen so much. Where I think I don't know if I'm gonna go to the game this weekend, but I just might because the tickets are so affordable. They are so affordable now that the Vikings are losing. So I picked the Lions, and I still got a question mark. Maybe if I feel a little different, I might change that. But then we've got the Bills. I've got the Bills. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't welcoming everybody. Welcome Dante Sharp. Welcome Evil Hope. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, they are half compared to cost before. Josh seems a little dramatic with our court stuff. They won't bring him here. They won't bring Ja here. I'm pretty sure they. Who they gonna give up for him? You know, who I would give up. I would give up Rudy for Ja. I would definitely get rid of Rudy's contract because what good is Rudy? Rudy is a liability on offense. If he can't tip dunk, he has zero touch. I mean, he has no touch towards the basket. So I don't know that if they could get rid of him, they are half compared before. Oh yeah. Because before the season, the nosebleeds. Like my son wanted to go to see the Eagles play, and the nosebleeds was 250. Normally they're about one something, but the nosebleeds had went up to 250. Now you know you can sit down on the first level. Tickets are like you said, they're almost half off. So people aren't going to be going to those games. People are Viking fans, but when it's nothing to cheer for, people tend not to be fans anymore. You got to win and got to be competitive, and they're not. JJ just is. I mean, this has to be like of all the blunders that coaches have done, the Vikings had to have the biggest blunder of quarterbacks. You had 3 top quarterbacks or 2 top quarterbacks. Now Donaldson, yes, he choked in the playoffs. And I would say the line was a little banged up too, so they wasn't giving him as much time because he's a cat that needs a bunch of time to go through his progressions. And if he doesn't have time, again, he's a statue. Jones, to me, and I've said this last year, that Jones would have been the one to keep. They should have paid Jones. He should have been the one they kept, but they didn't. So I don't know. Should have just turned the computer on. Oh, So then I picked the Bills. I got the Bills. I can always come back to it. Oh, okay, cool. Um, okay, I got the Bills over the Texans. Well, let's see. Is this last week? I need this week, or did I pass it? It's not. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so tonight, Cowboys and Lions. I really am feeling the Cowboys in the last few weeks, but I don't know if they can win on the road. America does like the Cowboys, so maybe the Cowboys will do it this time. I'm not sure. But then when we got the Texans and the Browns, I know the Titans and the Browns. I'm going with the Browns. I think they might let them win another game, but because they do have a good defense, but again, the offense is kind of beat up. The Seahawks and the Falcons. I know there's no way the Falcons should win, but the Falcons do have a good defense. But I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Colts and Jags. I'm gonna go with the Jags. No, I got Seahawks. I got I got the Seahawks. So yeah, the Seahawks, Falcons. I got the Seahawks, Colts, and the Jags. I got the Jags at home. I'm picking the Jags at home over the Colts. Commanders and the Vikings. I got a question mark on that too. Commanders have been playing better, and the Vikings have been really playing sucky. So maybe I'm gonna switch that to the Commanders. I think I will, because the Vikings just ain't gonna get it together this week. So I want to get that on wax. You can say, "Oh, you changed your mind." No, I didn't. Bengals and Bills. I think the Bills should win at home. Saints and Buccaneers. They want the Buccaneers in the playoffs with Baker Mayfield. This is one that's kind of question mark too. Steelers and the Ravens. There's a shaming of Jackson, but I think they'll let them win at home. Dolphins and Jets. The Dolphins should beat them. Broncos and Raiders. I don't think I got this one. I do not have this one. I'm going with the Broncos. Wonder how I missed that one. Did I miss it? I definitely did. All right. Rams and Cardinals. I'm going with the Rams. Bears and Packers. I'm going to go with the Bears. I think they're going to let the Bears roll. The Bears have one Super Bowl. Will they give them another? Doubtful, but then I'm going to go a tough one. Okay, then the Texans and the Chiefs. I think they're going to keep. This isn't the Chiefs' year. People have what I call Mahomes burnout. So they're probably gonna let the Texans win this one, but the Chiefs are tough at home. Then we end up with the Eagles and the Chargers, and that's a feeling pick. So I always go with the Eagles. Chargers haven't been consistent, but neither have the Eagles. I think they want the Eagles in the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna let them go very far. So again, my picks for the week are Lions, Bills, Ravens, Browns, Seahawks, Jags, Bucks, Dolphins, Rams, Bears, Texans, Eagles. Yeah, and I hadn't put the Broncos. I missed that one. So I got that one in there. Again, I'm 126, 6-1. So that's where I'm at right now. Hey, hello, Mosey Mendez. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So, this wasn't going to be a very long show. I haven't been on very long. I wasn't going to go on too very long. Busy day today, but I got just a little time to go through this. I am going to come back on this evening to do the full moon meditation, those who want to do it. If you want to do the full moon meditation, I'm bringing, again, I play my old show from the One Divineness. I think it's from 20. It's before COVID, so from the One Divineness, I'll play her video. She hasn't said that, even though we ain't kicked it in years, she still hasn't said it's that she I take it that it's okay to use her stuff. So so I'm going to be doing that because we are the super full moon. I mean, to get the maximum out of the energies, it's going to peak at, I think, 4 o'clock my time or 5 o'clock. I think the 5 o'clock I saw was Eastern time. So more like in a couple hours right now, and a lot of people that are sensitive to the moon energies, you might be feeling them right now. So we'll be doing that later. And the next thing I just want to talk about is like metals and stuff. Again, I always talk about the price of gold and how gold is a good hedge for inflation, but also what it does for you. Now, copper is very beneficial to just your overall health. Copper will go inside of you and help your internal organs. Silver is more of a living metal. It almost kind of, if you look at mercury, how you put mercury on one end, it gets hard, but silver really will go like microscopic, will go inside of your skin, because silver, if you don't wear it, and just to show you, if you don't wear silver, this is what silver would do. And once it tarnishes like this, they tell you not to, because you are removing silver. When you clean stuff like this, you are removing silver. Even this old silver ring, I mean, it's still fairly clean. But I put all my old silver on this Hathor. Again, this is all silver too. And Hathor likes turquoise, so that's why I put turquoise on here, because that is kind of one of ours. But this is what happens when you don't wear it. Now this chain I have the Motivite on, this chain is 10 years old. And long as I wear it every day, you see it looks like it's brand new. Never changes. Now, if you look at the Motivite around this edge, you can kind of see where it's tarnished. But if you look on the back, that's pretty much against my skin. See the difference in the front and in the back? The part that's against my skin the most, see how it stays silver? So it actually works inside of you. Now, the reason why you want gold around your neck or gold on your body, because gold will help with your mental. Gold is actually one of the metals that would actually go into your mind. Just as Motivite helps keep neurons alive and heal neurons, gold does something very similar to your mind. So gold, so you have copper and silver that works internally. Gold is something that will work for your mind. And that's why you want gold around your neck, because it actually does help, your brain health. So just a little tidbit of that for anybody that can use it. Again, this full moon energy, the moon looked beautiful yesterday. It's looking kind of cloudy, and it is like, man, it is, let's see. Oh, okay. It is, I'm trying to think how cold it is outside. Oh, it's 9 above. It got -10 last night. I got a heated bed, so it's like, but it's 9 above zero. So I got my I got my thermal pants out there just in case, but I'm not walking nowhere. It's just getting in the car, getting out of the car and stuff. So, but yeah, it's a cloudy conditions. Yeah, so I don't know how well we're gonna see the full moon today. Yesterday, really beautiful, beautiful full moon. Got to see it yesterday. So, and I think we're supposed to get a little snow tomorrow. So. Where we at? Okay. All right, cool. Oh, wanted to show the latest pickup. I think I talked about the other day. Got some more Carhartt pants. And this matches my coat. This is the same color as my coat, so it's gonna be kind of cool when I go out with this. But again, I like the double fronts, as they call these, and I like the way they put the rivets in the pants. So I have 4 or 5 pair of these. So, and this is called Carhartt Classic, Detroit Carhartt Classic Crafted. This is from the Crafted series. And yeah, these wasn't cheap. These was like $90 from the Crafted series. So this is my latest pickup, and I don't know. Like I mentioned before, you want as much cotton, wool, shearling, fur. You want real stuff on you. See, now they're pitching all this rayon on you, and you know, remember all this kind of stretchy stuff is gas, comes from plastic. You want natural things on your body. You want cottons or wool on your body, not all this fake rayon, stretchy stuff. You know, you want real stuff on you. You know, that's why when I buy stuff, I look at it. How much cotton is in it? My underwear, my t-shirts. Right now, I got a Cotton Hanes t-shirt, 100% cotton. So I try to put much natural stuff on me as possible, and it's just better for your overall health. The more natural things that you wear, the more natural clothes that you wear, the better it is for your health, the better your skin breathes. And you put all this rayon and that Lululemon stuff, Athletica. What's the other one? Verge, I think, is the new one at the Mall of America. I mean, all this stuff stops your skin from really. I mean, it's supposed to be more breathability, but it's just you're still putting gasoline on yourself. You're still putting those plastics on you. And, you know, you really just don't want that stuff on you. You know, you want more natural stuff on you. Throughout history, I mean, man has worn natural things out of nature. Gasoline is not, and plastics are not out of nature. It's like wearing a plastic coat around. Now, down jacket is fine because it has goose feathers in it. Regardless of what's holding the goose feathers, you still have something live. And surely, again, you know, you have something live. Wool, you have something live. But like I was looking at, you know, as much as I push Dude's Boutique, as much as I push them, I was looking at a sweater, and I read the sweater. The sweater's rayon. Why would I pay $100 for a rayon sweater? Now I can see paying $100 for wool or shirling, but not $100 for rayon, something that's not real and not natural. So, you know, just a little hint of what you should wear. You should wear more natural clothes. So, again, this is a great day to manifest. Again, we are in the middle of the dark days up until the 21st. We still have mostly darkness. You know, we're coming to the longest and darkest day of the year, coming on the solstice. I might even go to the mounds on the solstice night. Well, my son's not here, and it's kind of a little odd place it is. But maybe mid-afternoon or something out on the solstice, I'll end up going to the mound because it's snowy and stuff. But it's still a lot of energy there in the mounds, so might make it there. But this is a great day to meditate. A great day to try to cleanse yourself. The new moon is a cleansing time, so it's a great time to really cleanse yourself, and a month or a few days of new beginning. So again, if you want the vibrations, I'll probably do a sound bath with it as well. If you'd like, you know, a sound bath. Which I've been giving those for years. You go back to my old, you know, go back to, you know, a couple years ago, I did sound baths before every show. So if you want a sound bath, you can really get sound baths from my older shows. So, well, I didn't have a whole lot. This is all I really had. I'm coming back on tonight, so I didn't want to, you know, do a lot of time today, bother people. And so, again, this is Big Pontiac, the Time Walker, giving my picks, and my picks again are for week 14: Lions, Bills, Ravens, Browns, Seahawks, Jags, Commanders, Bucks, Dolphins, Rams, Bears, Texans, Eagles, and the Broncos. This is Big Pontiac, the Time Walker. Thank you for coming. Till we meet again.